In addition to setting up a fiscal year-end funds, libraries need to set up templates for on-order item records and bib records. This video will walk you through how to do both. Let's start by reviewing on-order item templates and how they're used by Polaris Acquisitions. You can set up on-order item templates in Polaris so that on-order items can be created automatically when a purchase order is released. When you release a purchase order, Polaris attempts to match values found in the purchase order line item with the values in an on-order item template. Polaris can match in two ways. First, if the supplier supports exporting copy-level codes in the 970 subfield H, the name of a Polaris on-order item template can be input into this field and used in the matching process. For example, in the image on the screen, you can see that the 970 subfield H contains text that reads EVM-OAV. The data in that field matches with a specific on-order item template called On-Order EVM-OAV, owned by the Evanston Public Library. Using the 970 subfield H is the best way to ensure your polys match with the correct on-order item template. If a poly does not have an item template contained in the 970 subfield H, Polaris can also match a purchase order line item with an on-order item template by matching on destination branch, collection, and/or material type. For example, this poly has a material type of Book New, a destination branch of Niles, Maine, and a collection of teen nonfiction. This matches with an on-order item template that creates items with the same values as those in the poly, a destination branch of Niles, Maine, a collection of teen nonfiction, and a material type of Book New. Keep in mind that there might be multiple item templates that share the same destination, collection, and material type. If multiple on-order item templates match the polys, Polaris will pick the first template found that matches on all three fields. To create an on-order item template, click the New icon from the toolbar menu. From the list of new objects, select Item Template and click OK. A new item template record will open. First, type in the name for the on-order item template. All on-order item templates must start with on-order, with or without the hyphen, either works. Once you type in on-order, you'll see that a number of field names have turned bold. Those are the fields that you must complete in order to save the item template. Adjust the owner of the template to be your library or branch, and then ensure the items owning an assigned branch are correct. Collection and shelf location are optional fields to complete, but as mentioned earlier, you'll need to complete collection to increase the accuracy with which Polaris matches polys to on-order item templates. The more fields that you're able to designate in the template, the fewer that will need to be updated later on when the item arrives. The default circulation status assigned is in process. However, you'll likely want on-order items to have a circulation status of on order. To change the default value for any field, click the drop-down to the right of the field name and select the value you'd like from the list of available options. Under Circulation Parameters, input the correct material type, loan period, fine code, and renewal limit. Also, make sure the home branch is correct. Under Call Number, update the scheme. In this example, I'll choose Dewey since I'm creating a nonfiction item template. You can update other call number fields as applicable. For example, if all of your nonfiction items were to use a prefix of NF, you could input that into the prefix field to avoid typing it in later for each item. Next, review the fields under Request to ensure the item's holdable settings are correct. For libraries that do not use books by mail, make sure the Do Not Mail to Patron box is checked in all of your item templates. Preferred Patron should also remain unchecked. If you do not have multiple branches or don't use floating collections, check Do Not Float. When finished updating all of the fields, click Save. Let's talk a bit about on-order bibliographic templates and how they can be used during the purchase order process. When you add a title to a PO, but there is no existing preliminary data record in the database and one was not supplied by your vendor, you can manually create an on-order bibliographic record from the purchase order. To ensure that all required fields for a preliminary data record are input into the record, you can use an on-order bib template. The template will ensure that all the fields needed for the record to display correctly to patrons and PAC are coded properly. You can create a bibliographic template from scratch by clicking the new icon from the toolbar and selecting Bibliographic Template from the list. Or you can copy one of the existing on-order bib templates created by CCS or one of our member libraries. To copy an existing template, open the Cataloging menu and hover over Templates. Click Bibliographic. This will bring up the Bibliographic Template Find tool. In the Find tool, make sure Name is selected in the Search By option. Next, let's choose to sort by record owner. In the For field, type in your search term of On Order and click Search. This should bring up all the on-order bib templates created by CCS in our member libraries. Let's open the Blu-Ray Pdr template. The data you manually enter into the purchase order line item record will fill in the gaps in the bib record template. The fixed fields in the template will ensure that the bib record has the correct TOM assigned so that the title will display to patrons correctly in PAC. If you want to copy this template for your own, click the new paper icon from the toolbar. A window will open asking if you'd like to copy the existing work form. Click OK. A new bibliographic record template will open. Adjust the fields as needed, such as the name, but make sure that the name still begins with On Order so that it will display as an option in the purchase order line item record. When you're done editing, click Save. There was a lot to learn in this lesson. If you have questions at any point during the course, please email CCS staff at help@ccslib.org.